Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Constance the Reader, and today we're talking about my manga haul, my recent manga haul, and I'm going to be talking about some of the volumes that I'm really excited for the rest of the month because I don't feel like waiting until I buy them to talk about them. We're just going to talk about them here. And there's a few that I'm really excited for in the month of November too, so I'm just going to talk about those as well. So it's going to be kind of like anticipated releases at the end. Exciting. So it is the second week of October and I've already purchased a lot. And I was also gifted some stuff, which is really exciting. I also should not be allowed in a bookstore by myself because I think it was Saturday or Sunday, I went to Books A Million to buy a book for my mom for our book club, Dead of Winter by Darcy Coates. I was only supposed to buy that. I did not just buy that because Books A Million is so interesting where I live. The other day, on October 3rd, I came in looking for certain volumes that released that day, and they didn't put them out. Then I go in on Saturday or whatever, and a bunch of things that release on the 10th are out early. I don't get it, but I won't complain, but so much, because at least I got what I wanted. So without further ado, let's talk about what I've bought so far in the month of October. So these first two volumes, I can't remember if I got these from Barnes & Noble or off of Right Stuff Anime, RIP. I think tomorrow's the last day of the 10th. For You to Exist, or today is technically the last day that Right Stuff exists. Very sad. But I wanted to pick these up because I wanted to read more spooky things during Halloween. And I thought, you know what? Let's get some spooky stuff. That's manga. So I picked up the first two volumes of Rosen Blood. I've seen this for a long time and I've always been intrigued because I do think that the covers are very, very pretty. I mean, those are gorgeous. And it's vampires, obviously. I don't read a lot of vampire manga. Like I have Momo the Bloodtaker. And of course, I can't think of anything else I have that has to do with vampires. Okay, so technically I have Seraph of the End. That has to do with vampires, I think, but I've only read the first two volumes, I think, but that was so long ago. I have a few other things that are like spooky that I will be reading, but I don't know. I just saw these and I thought, you know what? I think I just want to go for it. I don't think this is a long series. I could be wrong. I think the reason why I decided to pick them up is because someone talked about it on TikTok and said it's not going to be a super long series, but who knows? I could be wrong. I scroll through TikTok a lot, so there's a lot of stuff. I get confused. But yeah, if you've read Rosen Blood, let me know in the comments what you thought of it, if you think it's really good. It's definitely giving sensual. I mean, it looks like they're sucking on some blood crystals, okay? Very hot, very sexy, and I'm excited. And I was right. What lurks behind the gazes of mesmerizing men who eat blood red crystals? Cute. I like it. They weren't wrapped in plastic, so there shouldn't be any frisky business going on, but it's probably going to be like PG frisky business. And I'll take it. Next, we have the final volume of My Love Mixup. I am more than halfway done with the series. I just read volume 7 last night, 6 or 7. I have to say that My Love Mixup is such a good series. It is so funny. The group of friends that we're following are so lovable. And even though there are those moments where it's like, okay, little teen angst, will they, won't they, miscommunication, it's really not annoying, in my opinion. I think that it is so funny, especially the faces that our main characters make, specifically Oki. He's hilarious, and I don't know if this is going to be an anime one day, if it's already kind of doing its thing. I know for a fact that this would be so much fun to watch. If you want something that's funny, has a bit of romance, but I think is also just so genuine in its like connections with relationships and all those like moments that many of us who are older had, like the first kiss, do they like me? I think that My Love Mixup is perfect. So I would highly recommend reading this if you want something like that, especially if you want something that's funny. So I have I picked up the series again this year? No. Does that matter? No. I had to get volume 37 of Hunter x Hunter. why would I not? So I know I've said several times I want to pick the series back up and read it. I promised myself that I will, but I just haven't done it yet. And I just feel like, come on. How could I not buy this? It doesn't matter that I'm only on volume 16. I'm gonna keep reading it in my own time. Don't rush me. You know how I am. But yes, I had to get this. I can't wait to continue on the series. I love the anime. Watch the anime if you don't feel like you want to read it, but obviously a lot happens after that ending because it is still an ongoing series. So pick this up if you're interested. Had to get Kaiju number 8, volume 8. It's so weird because, you know, I just talk about Hunter x Hunter and how I haven't continued on with the series, and yet volumes like this and some other series I'm going to talk about, I'm reading as it's going along. And it's so frustrating having to wait for the next volume, but Kaiju number 8 is really, really good. I can't wait to finish the series. I don't know when it ends. It makes me sad to think that it might end. I feel like someone I love is going to possibly die. I hope not, but I had to get this volume. As well as volume 5 of Dadon, another very funny series that I would highly recommend. If this ever becomes animated, I will be watching it because I know it's going to be that much funnier. You want to talk about expressions and reactions that happen that are funny, like in my Love Mixup, that happens here. I'm here for Momo and Ken's will they, won't they? I need that to happen. I like the introduction of this character. I can't remember his name, but he was really cute in the last volume. And another series that, hey, guess what? I am keeping up with it. So clearly I do read what I own sometimes. I also got volume 6 of Momo the Bloodtaker. I did read the first volume of this series, and the other day I tried to pick up volume 2 and I don't remember much. So I'm probably going to have to go back and reread the first volume because I don't remember anything. I was very lost the first chapter, but I'm still gonna keep buying it because I really love these covers. I think they're so freaking adorable. They're so pretty, especially the previous volume was so gorgeous. So I had to get this. If you've been reading this, let me know. Am I wasting my time buying it and not continuing reading it? I don't think I will. It definitely seems like it's very interesting. But if you like it, let me know in the comments. So this one is a new one. I got this for the same reason I got Rosen Blood. I've seen it. I've thought about it. It's spooky season, so why not? And that is From the Red Fog. So I got this on my last Right Stuff order, once again, RIP. And I just figured, you know what, this looks really cool. It's kind of, I thought like it was like Jack the Ripper-ish. I haven't personally heard anyone talk about it, but I feel like it's going to be a perfect read for Halloween time. So I'll read the back for those of us who really didn't know what was going on. Born in darkness, a young boy steps into the light, raised in a cellar steeped in solitude. His entrance into English society at the turn of the 19th century is anything but painless. From place to place he journeys, seeking companions who share his unusual interests, but always a red fog follows, consuming everything in its path. I wonder if this is going to be kind of like Vampires too. I'm not sure. Like I said, I hadn't heard anybody talk about this. But it would be cool. You never know. Some of these characters look a little vampiric, if you ask me. But I definitely feel like from that, it kind of sounds like Jack the Ripper-esque. If I'm right, I'll be excited. If not, I think it's still going to be interesting. Had to pick up volume 12 of Chainsaw Man. My husband started rewatching the anime. Neither of us made it very far in watching the anime, but I've read the entire series so far. So I felt like, yeah, I'm going to pick up volume 12. I'm excited. I might even reread Chainsaw Man because when I was reading it and talking about it at the time, I got very lost a few times when I was first reading it. It took quite a few volumes for me to like really understand what the hell was going on and who these characters were like exactly. But in the end, I do think it was a really good series, so I want to continue on with it. Obviously, I had to get the final volume of Fire Force. I think I left off on volume 30. So this was a series that I've mostly read, but I really didn't like having to wait volume because this battle has been going on for a long time. I think, I mean, all the volumes are here. I think, I'm probably gonna be wrong, but I feel like the battle that I've been reading started on like, I don't know, maybe volume 25. I'm probably wrong, but either way, I definitely have been like, okay, let's get to the point. I really want to know how this ends because I don't know. So I can't wait to read this. I know that this isn't necessarily like horror, but I might pick this up for Halloween just because it's pretty dark. Okay, it's pretty bleak. It's a very sad story. So if you finished it, let's gush about it in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are of how this ended. I think there was a few people that I saw online who had already read the chapters and already know how it ends, and I feel like and this was a few months ago, and I feel like I remember people saying it was a really good ending. So I hope that it's very satisfying, and it can lead me into now finally reading Soul Eater. It's an anime I watched, but a series I haven't read yet, but I own all the volumes, so I'm excited. I feel like it took forever for me to get Undead Unlock Volume 1. I feel like I could never find Undead Unlock in person, and I'm pretty sure I got this off of Right Stuff. I hope I didn't already talk about this in a video, like the last video I had, but I couldn't remember, so I feel like let me just talk about it. This looks really, really cute. I'm pretty sure that the anime comes out in the month of October. If not October, it's definitely before the year is over. And everybody's been talking about this series, so I figured let me just go ahead and get the first volume, try it out, see how I like it. I think I am. I think I'm gonna like it. If you like it, let me know. Had to get the second volume of The Witch and the Night Will Survive. I really enjoyed the first volume. I think that this series definitely is going to be a good one. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but it reminded me so much of the time I got reincarnated as a slime. And that's why I really liked it, because I really like that series. I haven't picked it up again since volume 10, I don't think, but that's just because I have so many things that I put on my plate to read, and that's on me. But I can't wait to read the second volume. And this one, I wasn't totally sure if I wanted to get the second volume, but I think that it's going to be funny. I have to remember not to compare this to another series that I really, really love, because they are not the same. They're similar, but they're definitely not the same. And that is the Yakuza's Bias. I did like the first volume, but I thought I was going to like it as much as I liked the Geek X Hitman. And I feel like the Geek X Hitman is so funny, and I'm really sad that it's only one more volume. I think it's only a 3-volume series, which is really sad. But I'm going to give this like more, I don't want to say give this more of an opportunity, because like obviously I read the whole first volume, but I definitely want to go into continuing this series without trying to compare it to something else. It's really hard not to. I definitely suggest read the Geek X Hitman, but I do like the Yakuza's Bias. Everyone told me that I would like it. I did like it, but I want to love it, so I'm going to be reading this series. Okay, and now the big the big thing that I got, which was very kind. So I think I mentioned this in my last video. I finally found the first volume of Overlord, Volume 1, and I started watching the series with my husband the other day. This is a series that he really likes. He loves the anime. He's never read it, but he really loves the anime. And I actually really enjoyed Overlord. I thought it was pretty cool. So when I found the volume, I told my husband, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna start reading this. I jokingly said, well, you should definitely just go ahead and buy it for me, you know, because it's your favorite series, and I said I'm gonna read it. And I've watched the first few episodes, so you should just buy it for me. And I don't know why I do this thing where I say that to my husband, and I assume that he's not gonna do it, because he always fucking does it. So what did I do? What did Connie do? Connie had already bought the next 4 volumes. Okay, those are over there. That was a Right Stuff order. I didn't tell him that I bought those. But I did tell him that I bought the next 5. So the day that I bought the Yakuza's Bias Volume 2, I had gotten volumes 6 to 10. Or 6 to 11, I'm not sure. And I told my husband, I was like, I got these. And he's like, why did you do that? And I knew, God damn it, that he had bought the rest of the series for me. So I now have all of Overlord, and I'm really excited. I can't wait. I also really love the covers, and I love the spines. Do I have the room for it? No. Of course not. When I asked for an entire series, did I think, where the hell am I supposed to put these? Nope. Nope, Connie didn't. Y'all know, you know she didn't. Y'all know Connie didn't do it. Oh God, I don't want these to like spill all over me. But yes, I have all 17 volumes of Overlord. It's so funny because I think it was last year at NecoCon, I remember looking for volumes of manga, not this, I was looking for Magi, and someone was like, I'm trying to look for Overlord, and they asked the person at the booth, like, do you have any Overlord volumes? And they said no. And I just remember thinking, like, man, I know Devin has watched that anime. I wonder if it's a good series. And now, honestly, I do feel like I'm gonna like this series. I don't see why I wouldn't. I really did like the anime, and I think I've made it to like episode 20. So I'm pretty in there. I think I have a good idea of if I'm going to like this series, and I think I will. Hopefully the ending is good. My husband didn't say that he didn't like the ending, so yes, all of Overlord is mine. Thanks, Debbie. I love you so much. And now we're going to talk about the stuff that's on my Amazon wish list that comes out later this month that I don't feel like waiting to talk about until it comes out. I want to talk about it now. And maybe you didn't know that this was coming out in the month of October, so it's a little surprise for you. So, the 9th volume of Freerun, Beyond Journey's End. Volume 9, I can't wait. I love the series. I didn't realize how quickly the anime came out, but my husband's already started watching it, and I will be watching it because I think it's such a nice story. It's another one that reminds me a lot of that time I got reincarnated as a slime, and I have pulled the next volume out, but I can't remember what volume number I'm on. But I'm pretty much halfway through it, getting to volume 9, so I'm excited. Spy Family volume 10 comes out on the 17th. So did the last one. I don't know if I mentioned the day it comes out, but they're coming out next week. Or this week? What's the day? But they're both coming on the 17th. I had kind of put a pause on reading it, but okay, it's right there. I think the next volume I need to read is volume, so this is 10, 9, 8, 7. So I stopped at volume 7. I actually got further than I thought I did. Look at Connie. Can't wait for that. So I got a lot further in that than I thought I did. I really do enjoy the series. I really love the characters. It's another really funny one in my opinion. But I put it down for a minute. I'll pick that up before the year is over, for sure. Another one that I haven't started yet, but I feel compelled to continue to get the series is Sugumi Project 3. That comes out on the 23rd. I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna start the first volume, I promise. But I haven't started it yet, but it comes out this month. And the one I am so excited for is Skip and Loafer Volume 8. Now, I don't know if that's the last volume or not. We're kind of making our way to the point where it's like, we should definitely almost be done with the series. It makes me sad. I think Skip and Loafer is such an amazing series. I started watching the anime. I didn't finish it, but I love it. If you want something that is very sweet, wholesome, just cute, and adorable and nice and just a fun thing to watch Skip and Loafer. Read Skip and Loafer. It is so good. And I'm just gonna throw this one in there because it comes out like the first week of November, and that's the Apothecary Diaries Volume 10. I think that is the last volume. Now, I say that only because on Instagram, I've seen some German people have a box set that has the first 10 volumes in it, which I am highly jealous of. Okay, I know I'm getting these as they come out, so it's really not that big of a deal, but the box set itself is just so cute. So I don't know if it ends at volume 10 or there's going to be more. I hope that it doesn't end because I really love the Apothecary Diaries. That is also going to be an anime that comes out this year. I will be watching it. I am on volume 7, I think. So that's another series that I have been keeping up with for the most part, and I love it. It's one that I highly recommend. I think it is so good. I love Mao Mao. I love all the characters. We just actually got to a real big plot twist that I did not see coming about a main character who is far more important than we thought they were. And that's exciting to me. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there because I could go on, but I don't think you guys need to know everything else that comes out in the month of November and December. If you want to, let me know. I can do a video, but I don't have that much left on the list of things that I'm excited for. And hey, if you want to buy me anything off of my list, you know, because I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it in the video. My wish list is in my link tree. Spoil me, y'all. Just kidding. But yeah, that is my manga haul for October so far and what I know that I will be getting at the end of the month. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you like my video, please like my video. If you like it, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on other social media. It's in the description box down below. And you have a good day. Goodbye.